Hi, this is Denise Matthew. I hope you're doing well. So, if we haven't had enough of slowdown with Mars going retrograde, now Mercury's adding to the pot. So, it's telling us to slow down, redo everything, review, revise, check things out again. Basically, to cool our jets because the beginning of the year may not be flying out of the gates like we might want to, and instead it's more of a time of waiting for things to wake up again. That'll happen on January 19th, 2023. So in the meantime, it's a time to go through the energies of the gates that we're going to be revisiting, find the lessons that are important, and to use those lessons going forward into the future. Mercury will be retrograding in the gates 61, 54, 38, and 58. It will station retrograde in the gate 61 line 4, or in other words, it will stop and start to appear to be moving backwards, and it will station direct or appear to be moving forward again in the gate 58 line 5. So these energies may play larger themes during this retrograde. Anyone who has the gate 61, 24, 54, 32, 38, 28, 58, or 18, or the full channels might feel this energy more impactfully, but everyone can feel the retrograde in one way or another. Mercury's move into the gate 61 brings the pressure to get answers to questions that may have been floating around in your mind endlessly. With the North Node in the gate 24, it's going to activate the full 61-24 channel, so it might be easier to get lost in your thoughts, pondering topics that have impossible to find answers. And it can also be a time when you have lots of downloads and sometimes even get answers to some long-standing questions. This can be a time when you decide what is knowable that's important for you to know, what is knowable that you don't really need to know, and of course, what is unknowable. This is also a time where there's potential for inspiration and many downloads that you may not make sense of in the moment, but it will take time to get some clarity on what they mean. As with all awareness gates, having patience with universal timing and understanding that the answers will eventually come can make the process of waiting an easier task. Mercury in this gate will activate the full 61-24 channel, and that will be happening from December 27th to January 5th, 2023, and again on February 4th and 5th, 2023. The gate 61 line 4 research brings a single-minded focus about knowing what's hidden, which can sometimes spill over to becoming obsessed. This need to know at all costs can lead to potentially putting your faith in other people and what they're saying. So instead of connecting with your inner knowing, you can get lost in the suppositions of others. The key with this energy is to actively disengage from your mind chatter whenever you can, and to know that when the time is right, the clarity and awareness will come. Something else to consider is that due to the nature of this energy, no one outside of you can give you the insights any quicker than you will receive them on your own. You truly have the awareness within you, and if you have patience, it will all come together. Globally, with Mercury in the gate 61, there's a good chance that secrets or hidden information will be revealed, especially through social media and all forms of communication. From January 5th to 8th, 2023, Mercury will revisit the gate 54, the same time as the Sun is making its yearly transit in the gate 54. Mercury was last here December 17th to 22nd, 2022, so the themes that were playing out can resurface, as can be the case with Mercury retrograde. This energy brings ambition and the desire to move up the ladder of life or to rise a station in life. This energy can talk about worldly ambition, but in the gate 54, line 4, that's going to happen on January 6th. That's when Mercury will happen to be there. There can be a mystical energy that can lead us to transformation and transcendence even. The interesting part about this energy is that it's only by being recognized for your drive, ambition, and when you're seen as an asset to whatever you're involved in, that you can get to move to the next rung of the ladder. With Mercury here, you might want to be noticed for your communication skills, written, verbal, or anything that is related to media of any kind. Or you might even tell others about the abilities that you have to contribute. The key with this energy is to know that even though you may want support to move ahead in your life, this is projected energy, which means that it needs recognition to work its best. So when you're recognized for your abilities, instead of telling people about your potential, then that's when you can be advanced in life and people can see the value that you can bring to the collective. With Mercury retrograding here, it's time for planning for the year ahead so that you have all your ducks in a row when it goes direct on January 19th. On January 9th to 13th, 2023, Mercury moves back into the gate 38. It was last in this energy from December 13th to 17th, 2022. So as I said before, the themes may be reactivated or revisited at this time. This energy talks about maintaining your integrity by standing your ground and not being swayed by anyone who wants to oppose your views or what you're standing for. This can be fighting just to fight or fighting the good fight, where you're standing in your truth and only going to battle when it's really worthwhile for you. The main goal of the Gate 38 is to save your energy for the worthy fights or standing up for the things that truly matter to you. If you do consolidate your energy, you have more power, and what you're standing for carries more weight. With Mercury here, you might see people standing up for their beliefs on social media or all forms of communication. Since we know that all forms and expressions of this energy can play out, if people are trying to start arguments, the best thing to do is disengage and even shut down your social media or break workspace if you're in the same area as somebody. That can cool the potential heat that can come with this energy. With Mercury retrograde, it's definitely not a time to pick a fight, because if you do, oftentimes things won't go in your favor. Finally, Mercury returns to the gate 58 from January 14th to the 22nd. And as I said before, will station direct in the gate 58, line 5, defense. It was last in its energy from December 9th to 13th, 2022, so we might see those themes reactivated at this time. The gate 58 is about having gratitude for what we have and trying not to get lost in the need to have more. It's half of the channel 1858, which can sometimes be called the channel of insatiability. This is the vitality or zest for life, where the mentality can sometimes be a little is good, but a lot is better. This can sometimes present as always being on the search for improvements of some kind in your life, which can be a good thing if it doesn't become overwhelming. The energy can play into the January blues, or when all the holidays are over and it's back to work again, it can feel deflating. So that is something to keep in mind. Mercury in the gate 58, line 5 might mean that a lot of people are asking for you to be part of their projects, or they want your help with something. But since you only have a certain amount of time, it's probably a good idea to be choosy and pick the best choices for you. Now, if you do decide to lend your energy to a project, another theme that can play out is needing to be in charge of that project, because you may want to ensure that your energy is going to be used in the most efficient way to get the best results. It's important to remember that collaboration is the best way to get anything done, and micromanaging can become tedious and can alienate your colleagues. So letting go of control sometimes might be a good idea. There's also potential to be a bit of a workaholic, so it's always finding balance in all things works to your advantage. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a very smooth Mercury retrograde. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you again soon.